Hey guys, Corey from the Gorilla Pit Training, Nutrition and Lifestyle here, and welcome to today's episode of the Daily Pit. What we're going to talk about today, guys, is the best protein source. Okay, so we're going to cover a few topics on protein, all right, what we should be doing with our protein intake, and bust a couple of myths. Now, the best protein source that you can get, guys, is going to be from whole foods. Okay, so we want to reach for our real foods that are what they are, before we start resorting back to our powders and our supplements, okay? Now, the reason that we want to do this, guys, is our body is going to get more nutrients out of this, all right? Although the protein supplements are good, they are there to supplement, not to replace these things, okay? So we want to reach for our chicken, our beef, our fish, okay? These are the things that we want to go to first. Now, the second thing that we want to look at when we're trying to reach our protein, guys, or looking at the best protein intake, is making sure that we rotate our protein options. For some reason, when we get to the body transformation sort of size and bodybuilding things, all everyone wants to ever smash is chicken and tuna, okay, which is fine. These things have their benefits. So I'm not a huge fan of tin tuna, to be brutally honest, but that's a different topic. But what we want to be doing, guys, with our protein options, like I said, is rotating them. We don't want to be just eating the one thing over and over and over again. Now, the reason for this is that different protein options will have different branched chain amino acids, or not branched chain, different amino acid profiles, okay, which means they'll be higher and lower in certain aspects. So the reason that we want to do this is to make sure we're getting a full array of nutrients when we're coming in to make sure that we're getting the most out of our food. Now, why this sort of starts to become important, not only for the fact of rotating it to get the most out of it. If we start hammering the same sort of food source, if we're always going eggs, then our body is going to start to build up an intolerance towards that. Okay, we're not going to be able to get as much out of that food anymore, because basically we're using up our digestive enzymes that are inside to bring out all the nutrients in that food. All right, so if we're only smashing one or two different varieties of protein, then pretty much sooner or later we're not going to be able to draw as much out of it as we should. So we're going to want to get that full different array of proteins. So we're looking at things like, your beef, we are looking at your chicken, and we're looking at your fish. Also, guys, eggs, lamb, pork. Although pork is, it says it's high in protein and low in fat, it is a little bit low on leucine, which is the amino acid that's responsible for protein synthesis. So look, as we start to rotate these things in, some are going to be better than others. All right. We also have to take into consideration the financial costs. Yeah. Sometimes lamb or pork or whatever it might be a lot more expensive than the chicken or beef. So these ones start to take ownership there. So we're not breaking the budget to get in shape. But the important thing, guys, is to make sure that you are getting a good variety of different proteins to top up your amino acids, keep your body extracting the most amount of nutrients and getting the best gains. Now, the next thing that I'd take into consideration, guys, is the source of that. Now, if you are eating your chicken, if you are eating your beef, we want to go for that sort of organic range when we can, okay, because the better off that the sort of animal was, the better the quality of meat's going to be, the less sort of bad fatty tissue it's going to have in it. So if you're eating basically what that animal ate, so if it's free range and it's organic and it's eating better food and it's eating better sources, then essentially that profile of meat is going to be a lot better for you. You're going to extract more nutrients out of that once again. So guys, when it comes down to what is the best protein sources, number one, we reach for full whole foods before we reach for supplements. Number two, rotate your protein options or your protein sources to make sure we're getting a wide variety there of different amino acids. And number three, where possible, guys, and where your budget allows, go for the organic or the free range option instead. So hopefully this helps you when it comes to sticking some protein into your nutrition plan, guys. If you did find value of this, give us a like, give us a share. If you have any questions, throw it in the comments below, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Keep killing it.